All right, what is up? This is Stuff Shark. I'll go ahead and turn this down a little bit more. Let's go ahead and head over to the casting deck. Yes, we actually have cameras this time around. Pretty surprising, I know, I know. Hello, everybody. Stuff Shark. Today we have a matchup. This is AoG versus TUF White. AoG, formerly the top team in the world, currently. They never actually played against Regicide or I believe Boofgang to confirm that, but at this point, AoG pretty much they're the best team in the world right now. TUF White, interesting lineup. It's going to be mostly, I believe, Russian players. A couple of Europeans snuck in there as well, but mostly a EU versus Russia kind of battle here between AoG and TUF White. So for AoG, we have Miniroll, Stumpy, Dome, Zap, and the last player hasn't connected yet. But of course, for TUF White, we have Ensam, Flebbles, Squashy, Fishy, and Norte. So I guess it's actually a bit more of a European-based team. I thought it was actually a Russian one, but no, that's a couple other different teams in that combination, but they're not here today. So, as you can tell, my name is Stuff Shark. We'll be getting into the match very, very soon. Between these two teams, the first map's going to be on Summit. It looks like Summit East. This is based on Market from the previous game of Insurgency Source. It's going to be a fairly interesting match to see how they play out. It hasn't been played that much, competitively speaking. It's been done a lot in the previous seasons, but for the newer seasons, it is definitely brand new. So where it'll be and where it'll end up, we'll have to just wait and see on how these teams are going to arrive and end up on action here, or in the round at least. Looks like that did not play out. Okay, give me a second here. I had this set up, and then I didn't have it set up quite right, so let me bring this hopefully correct. Let me just make sure. That was not the one. I don't know what this is. Hold on a second. Oh no, it's all scuffed here. Okay. It is this one. Okay. Just a minute, ladies and gents. We'll get you back the environment sounds that you like to see. Again, they are taking a long time to get into the match, but that's sometimes it's just how it is. People take a long time to connect. The computers aren't the greatest. So you end up with these kind of delays like this. So in the meantime, there we go. Some good background. There we go. All right. So this is a little bit different than you've seen before. So for this season, we have, or at least this round, we have some new graphics, as you can see. These are actually kind of older ones that we used back in the finals of Season 3, and I think even Season 2. So it's been a while since they've been used, but thought I'd dust them off and see how they work out. We have some changes as well to the theater. So last season, keep calling it season, last week, not even last week, is actually last round. Is one of those three. It's the last round. We were running the old competitive theater setup that was given to us by NWI that they were kind of using. Since it's no longer used within a mode of the game, we are now developing our own. And this is the first actual usage of it for an actual match. So where it ends up, we'll see how well they actually do it. In essence, it's more or less just changes to the supply count of certain weapons and certain optics and stuff. So it's going to be an interesting one to see how it'll all play out and who it's going to be at. So we'll see if they're going to get into the rounds here relatively soon. Squashy and Stumpy still waiting, it looks like, for their stuff to load in or waiting for their teammates to come back in. And just chit-chatting about the usual stuff that you would for a match, goofing off. That's what they do best. But yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how the supply chain is going to work out and how it's going to play for the actual game. I think we'll see a little bit of a change up coming from the Mark 14 EBRs and the FALs that you would normally see for good reason. They're good weapons. I think we'll see a little bit more diversity. Whether that's more M110 SASs, which we also saw kind of have a bit of a comeback within the end of season 4, round 3. We saw it kind of come back at the end of the round there. Could be more, could be less. We'll have to just wait and see how it'll all play out with these two teams here. I think we're going to see fairly standard, by the books, FAL placed by AoG. TUF, they're a little bit more experimental at times, so it could go either way. We'll just have to see. We are P-Lore. Let's go ahead and get into the action here. And we will jump in. Alrighty. Let's see. Hopefully this is working. I really hope it's working today. We are Pistols live. Yes, it is. Everything's working. Fantastic. Oh, little bit stuttery. We are on a... Oh, I don't know what happened there, but... I think we're good. Oh, little bit steady. Oh, fish kills AFK. You hate to see. So, we're aired. maybe prepared. Not sure what they're planning on with that one. But as we see, teams are ready to go here. Looks like they're finally ready for pistols after a good 20, 30 minutes. We are ready to get ready to get back into it. So the last player for AoG was Senior Vac. I believe that's actually, what's his name? Aaron is in that side there. Quick question for you, or at least answer for you, the Crazy Kid too. This is the only match currently being played. The other one, if it is being played, will be recorded as well. Literally mentioned down earlier on Syntax Errors stream personally. You see it in the announcement section of the Discord for the DGL. That is discord.dgl.com as well. We're now finally getting into the match here. Lots of shots coming out from B by NSAM. Looking for that long pick across there on that B side entrance for Insurgents, but Manuel is waiting across. He's going to shoot it towards the player in Shrine, but North first kill onto Dome. As we see the battle for C action happening. Stumpy in the bottom of C. Looking to see what he can see in there. And what he will see, we'll have to just wait and see. As Stumpy will see this player across. Sprays across, not getting the shot and kill. NSAM does take out Zapatista. Senior Vac gets the kill onto Norte. As Stumpy still focused on the outside there. He will get the kill onto Squashy. Outside C as NSAM up above will take out Senior Vac. Actually down below. But Stumpy out of ammo. Gets taken out by NSAM. On the private Mineral gets the trade on NSAM. Bringing it back for Insurgents on, actually Security on C. Fishy still capping up B though. And Flubbles going to go for the A cap. It's going to be a 2 cap at once for Insurgents. They had the advantage in the 2v1 scenario, so everyone's capping up an objective at this time. Security will be the first one to get the C cap in. So that means they will have a bit of a majority, but Insurgents will have a majority capture on B and C. Or at least A and B, at least for Insurgents. So Mineral going to set up for the spawn camp here. It's going to be a very, very deadly one. If I had to conclude, but we will have to see how this will conclude as Mineral waits for the push here. He sees one. Sprays across, gets the kill to Squashy. Sprays across the long side, gets the spray down onto Norte. As Flubbles takes out Zap. Flubbles gets another kill as well into Stumpy. As Dome takes out Flubbles on the spawn camp. Dome will go for the decap on Alpha. They did not get the cap up in time for Insurgents. So Security, despite that on Insurgents, nice! NSAM up above in C will get the kill onto Mineral. And we'll go for the recap on C. They have B control already on them. So Dome going, he's going to have to battle for C or go for B. He's going to go for the 1v1 on C. This is winnable for NSAM. The pressure is on for Dome to clear this out. See him aiming across the side here. NSAM looking for the shots across. Oh, looks the wrong way. He gets the spray across, but does not get the shot in time. Dome, the other player will find this player, spring across. Both players out of ammo, and finally Dome, with 1 round left in the magazine, will get the kill into NSAM there, spraying wildly like it's a movie-style gunfight. But ultimately, Security wins up on top and wins the round. They opted to 6 Security. Once again, the reason we played those is to determine which side to start on for the actual match. They've opted for Security, which is an interesting choice. I think it's got a couple really good pre-fire lanes across the side, which makes it a little bit more effective than the Insurgent position. But Insurgent position also has some strong plays on B, so it depends on how your team likes to play certain areas of the map. Some teams are more B-focused, some teams are more, C-A-focused. Usually you'll see people kind of focusing on B heavily. And you'll see 1 or 2 floaters out on the street here. I like to call it river, but it's a street. It used to be a I think there's still a helicopter on the street. Oh, phasing into existence, of course. Understandable. Yep, there is the oh, well, we almost saw the helicopter there. We're starting the rounds too quickly here. There's, oh, well, hold on. There's no helicopter. Wait a minute. There's no helicopter here. Is it over there? Where'd the helicopter go? I guess it's more of a helinopter, as we don't have one in the map there. So anyways, we're already live fairly quickly on. This is going to be the second actual game of this round. But the first one of these teams battling out. This is AoG versus TUF White. For AoG, we have Senior Vac Stumpy. Well, Stumpy was there, but NSAM picked him off. Mineral, Zap, and Dome for AoG. And for TUF, we have NSAM, Norte, Flubble, Squashy, and Fishy. Early kill from Norte, actually from NSAM, onto Stumpy on the cross. Meaning the street is open for flanking, but Mineral is waiting on the cross. Waiting for him to make that mistake. But Mineral is actually holding A passively. Fairly passively on that upper side there. Senior Vac looks for the angle across into Barber. But he's not going to find it. But then Sam is teaming up with Flubbles here on this shrine position. Playing it passive, but also just holding angles here. Both teams playing it very, very, very passive. They don't want to give up anything. Zap waits across for the push. And both teams just playing very, very slow, very passive. They don't want to make any mistakes and give away any rounds. Both teams are really playing for the win, so they're going to hold and do what they best. But Shrine, it looks like the first fight's going to happen here. We see security clearing out the upper side here. Going to push across. He will eventually push across. You see him on the left-hand side there of your screen. He is just waiting to clear things up. He's going for the breach. The Insurgent is going to hear this coming. Some shots coming out towards B. They're kind of just spraying at random points here. That security player, did he get spotted? No, he's just waiting for an Insurgent to push into B here. He's waiting for that. Actually pushing on the street. Interesting. Mineral will take out Squashy, going for the lurk play on the road there. We can hear that player up above, Senior Vac, waiting for the push. Slowly but surely, Zapatista is making his way over towards Bravo. Looking to play it stealthy. An interesting smoke mid-round on B. A is already being kept up by Insurgents. Looks like Fishy is going to go alongside around and surprise Mini-Roll on that B presence there. Zap waiting in B now. You can hear the battle on Shrine happening. Fishy, though, will get the kill on the Mini-Roll on A. So Fishy will get the K cap for Insurgents. Meaning Zap has to get this B cap continued and go. Plebbles is trying to clear out Shrine here. Is he going to find any players? Looks like the answer is just not yet. Plebbles going for the long peek across. This is going to be dangerous. He whiffs the jump, but he spots the player. He should go for the kill, but both teams really playing passive here. Looks like Senior Vac will get the kill onto Ansam as Ansam trades, taking out Dome with a grenade. You see Zap and Fish both capping it up. Insurgents had the advantage at the end of time. It's too late. End of the round is going to be a very slow conclusion. Insurgents will take the first round. Wow, what a round to start with for this game. Both teams playing it so passive, it looks like they're almost AFK. But no, they are still there, just waiting for the other team to make a mistake. I guess they're both used to NA teams that are very, very aggressive, that like to push in hard, push in fast, and go for the win. They weren't quite expecting the other team to be that passive, but I'm not sure what they're expecting there. This is an EU versus EU matchup. EU teams known for being passive. They like to take their time, a little more precise in some ways. But they also tend to miss some timings too, as we saw there with the A cap. And unfortunately, AoG not able to get the cap. Squashy nice pick in a Zap as Fishy gets the nade into Stumpy. Only one remaining on speed. It's going to be Dome. Already taking fire from a nice grenade. Takes a little bit of damage, but is going to come off mostly scot-free. A little bit of a chip on his shoulder, but he will be able to escape. Plebbles going for the Shrine push, it looks like. He's setting up for the jump across. Playing an interesting spot on the outside here. Looking for angles in towards B. There's only one B player, and that's going to be Dome, already rotating long ways away. They're going to give up B, going for an AC play, looks like a little bit post-round, or at least mid-round. Norte still holding on C, waiting for a player to push on his side there. Also listening for footsteps if they're going to be made, but so far they have not made a sound. Both teams really playing the long game here, playing for sound and suppression and silence. Teams just really taking their sweet old time to get over here. It is very, very tense. You can see Insurgents not really making a move. They're trying to clear out, trying to figure out where this other team is. AoG almost like a ghost now. TUF. They have that control and that advantage. They know they have the kills up against AoG, but right now TUF just kind of having a tough time fighting these other players. Senior Vac, though, could get picked, but he will survive and escape for the moment. May not last, though. Ooh, looks like some shots coming in towards C. We see Senior Vac will get the kill on. He almost gets the kill, but he actually whiffs his shot on that player on the street there. Squashy able to escape. I'm sure Senior Vac to that one. Dome, though, gets the pick out of Norte as he was going to shoot across towards Senior Vac. That was Senior Vac. Not the senior, but the senior. Squashy aims topside C. Looking for the kill. There is a player on the road. Squashy could kill the chicken crossing the road here. As we see Squashy going for the drop. Senior Vac not really doing anything about it. Oh, Mini-Roll will get the kill though onto the street onto Squashy. Never equal now 3v3 levels, still capping at B. Again, they totally lost their B control when they lost those two players. So Mini-Roll kind of playing a bit of a floater between the street here and on B. Yep, you can't go through those doors. You think you should, but no. It looks like at least you could, but no, not today. You see Mini-Roll waiting across. He's not looking up above. Nice shot from Ensam. Will take out Mini-Roll on the street. Dome waiting lower C. He will get the C cap in time. Back two players that are going to guard A. Dome does not hit the shot to kill. Playing across wildly. Somehow staying alive. Dome not able to land any shots. It seems Senior Vac, they'll get the kill on the Norte. One more to battle on C here. Shooting back and forth. Stumpy, though, gets the kill on the outside onto Nsam. But will another player come out on top? Stumpy, though, will get the kill onto Fishy, as you can see here. Zap just kind of holding over towards A. Squatchy gets the kill onto Stumpy as Senior Vac takes out Flubbles. Senior Vac holding down upper C like a champ. Throwing another grenade, clearing it out. It is the battle of C. As we can see, here comes Senior Vac. Picks up the foul instead. Sprays across. Nice shot. I don't know what's up. Senior Vac getting like shots that should kill. But again, it's 2 for the foul. Kills. Playing the very oh, gets caught up by Squashy. A little too aggressive there. See it now down to Squashy versus Zap. Zap rotating from A to B. 7 seconds remaining. We're already in match point. Match time. 4 seconds remaining. It's going to be too little too late. That's going to be a draw round. Insurgents keep it alive. And tie it up. Well, not really tie it up, at least. Keep it a draw. What an action-packed round. So much craziness happening on C. I didn't even see the time. That was a really good push, though, by the Insurgents. Holding in the top position, it was effective and was ultimately what they were looking for the win. At least for the draw round, maybe not the win, per se. 1v1s. Oh, we have not lives being called. Some question marks are being raised about what to do here and what's going to happen. Comms issues. Looks like Discord might be down for some people. Understandable. There have been some internet outages in the last couple of days with stuff, so it does happen sometimes. What an interesting round to see happen here. A lot of slow then fast, and all of a sudden, boom, pow, it's done, and it ends up being a draw. So with that draw round, it is now 1st to 10 for the win. Although the game considers it a null round, it basically didn't happen. It within the DGL rules as it is currently 1st to 10 now. So 9 rounds will now be match point. They will probably play to 11 anyways, just to get it over with. But we'll have to see. They may keep it, keep their energy up and just play another, like, you know, skip it to the next map. But I just don't know yet. Weapon selection. We are seeing a little bit different strategy though. You know, we're seeing 3 EBRs. Zap is running the M4 with, ironically, a flat top, but doesn't have. He has the foregrip. It looks like the aiming foregrip and a hollow optic. Just 1x though. Not running magnifier. Interesting choice. Meanwhile, on Insurgents, we have 3, basically a mirror, almost a mirror setup there for the most part. Norte, Flubbles, and Fishy all running fouls. Squashy running that SVD, very, very good sniper. And Nsam, the long gun across, has the, I think that's a quick aim optic with the 3 to 6 times optic as well. 3 to 6 times foregrip. Fast is, I believe it's the fat, like the aiming optic for ADS times. For the foregrip, and the optics of 3 to 6 times. I can speak English. anyways. We are waiting on, looks like some comms issues. They're still down for the most part, so we'll be back in just a few with the continuation of the game here once they are ready to go. So we'll be back in just a little bit. As I say that, they get right back into it as nothing. Okay. Oh, and the game's not responding anymore. That's good. There we go. Interesting feature. Oh, a little bit of a buffer there. Takes a second for it to hit, but now it is in. See Dome aiming across towards Shrine. It's a dangerous spot to peek from. We're seeing a long pick attempt with mini roll on that MP7. I don't think that's really going to be that effective at that range. You know, is putting some good suppression fire on the upper side of C, but Squashy is down below, in fact. And so I'm not hiding up in that position for now. Norte, look at the kill to Zap. And Senior Vac will take out Norte. Squashy, good to pick into Dome, running into C. Nicely done there. The problem is up above C. Squashy has to be careful here. Squashy just waiting across. Slow playing. Squashy going for the shot and gets the kills. Well, on a senior vac, stopping the C push by security. The AC plan for security kind of foiled fairly quickly by most effectively by Squashy there, but Miniroll gets to trade on C, and they could see what he can get on C here. It's down to just Stumpy and Miniroll here. Stumpy taking a lot of fire in B, attracting their attention, but Flevels get the wall bang kill onto Stumpy. It's all down to Miniroll in a 1v2. The last two remaining are on B, double capping, actually solo capping Fishy on their solo. Flevels moving in for the A cap, or at least possibly the spawn camp, if I had to guess. See Fishy get the B cap up. Insurgents, actually security will get the C cap in time. Flevels gonna go for the A bait. And killing the one, but Dome will get the trade on the Flevels. That will be the end of the spawn camp for Insurgents, but there's actually a second one spawn camping. It's going to be Fishy. He gets the kill to Stumpy. Will he get any other kills? He's going to opt to rotate towards C and battle it out for the 2v1 now on C as Miniroll. Waits for the push on the back side of C. Miniroll hears the players on C. He's going to see what he can find on the other side of that position there. Dome actually coming into double team on C here as Senior Vac able to despawn and decap Alpha. C halfway for Insurgents. Miniroll aiming across. Spots the player, get the shot into Squashy, just not able to shoot in time there. The problem is being flanked here, and he is taken out by Fishy. The trade not happening. Looks like Fishy will be able to escape. Senior Vac will get taken out as well by Fishy. But it's all down to Dome. We'll get the kill on the Fishy on the rotation in towards C. It's all down to Dome in a 1v2. Dome has to decap C now. They're in tiebreaker mode at this point, so 40 seconds. You have to just decap C and go for the A cap. The problem is Norte is on A, and Sam's watching the cross outside of C. Looks like Sam's going to go for the push on C instead. Going to battle 1v1 here as Norte get the kill in the Dome, trying to push the outside. That's going to be, I believe now, 3-1. This draw round adds a point onto both sides. All right. So, it is currently ahead by 1 round. Actually, 2 rounds. Excuse me. 2 rounds for Insurgents. I'm paying attention. Some early shots coming out from Squashy. Not going to get any kills just yet. We do see an early push towards B. Senior Vac to take off Flevels on that side of B. Trying to go for the street push there on that back side. Zap's going to push through Insurgent side of B. Zap has not been spotted yet on this cross and push. This could be big for Zap and for AoG and their chances. Waiting for the push to get the kill on the 1 as Senior Vac will take out Squashy as well, pushing on that top B side. And Sam gets the trade on Senior Vac as Zap will get that surprise kill behind onto B. Dome. Free B cap. Insurgents kind of left wondering what to do now. Fishy, he could go for the B push, but the problem is they're covering all angles on that back row. But they're going to try it again. They're going for it, looks like. They've had already 1 die there. Are they going to go for 2? They already have a security player pushing that side, though. I mean, a dangerous one for Fishy to push across. He's going to still hold and shrine. And have a shrine time here. You still see security just waiting for the push. Isn't happening. Meanwhile, C being capped up by Zap. Oh, and Miniroll will take out Norte on the push in towards A. Fishy, the pressure is on. He's going to go for the B cap. You see him pushing around the side here. Dome, meanwhile, held on B. And Dome will get the easy kill into Fishy, pushing aggressive. That's going to be the round for AoG. Now, to 3. Fish had a grenade in his hands, hence the grenade explosion at the end of the round. Both teams playing to win for sure. It may not be the most action-packed with people running around and killing people, but it is still fun. So I think it's so good. Not everybody has the same way, and of course playing against it is little, as somebody who likes to be aggressive, yeah, it's fairly annoying. It's kind of boring. But that is sometimes how teams play, and it's an effective strategy against people who push too fast. The only thing is, if you're not fast enough, people can surprise you, as we saw there with the push from Zap. Zap, or it looks like Squashy looking to say, nah, not this time, not doing it again. That's a pick across with an interesting time, but will not get any shots or kills, but not at least any shots into players. Though towards B, it's dome. There's not enough to get the kill. Senior back with the pick onto Fishy, pushing on Shrine, but Flebbles will get the kill onto, at least trade onto Senior back. Dome up above. Flebbles gets the second kill onto Zap, rotating in from the street as Stumpy gets the trade onto Flebbles in Shrine. Squashy, the last one up for Insurgents on the B side. You see him moving on the cross here, looking to try and get the shot across and into B, trying to take out Dome. But actually, NSAM's grenade nicely picked across there will take out Dome. The problem is Shrine, Stumpy's going to rotate down and go into B, cap it up still for that security side. So it kind of defeats the point of the early push there. The problem is Insurgents are playing it again too passive. They're going to let him get Kappa B. Squashy finally getting over near to block it. Will it be too late? Yes, they are too late. Squashy is too slow to be. And Squashy begins to cap up for Insurgents, but they already know that the security player on there knows where B is. Knows there's probably a player on there. Well, they definitely see this player on there. It is capping. Squashy trying to kill. No, you'll not get the kill. Stumpy will get the kill actually onto Squashy. Squashy is changing really quickly as NSAM looks for a pick across. Is he going to find anybody? He will get the one shot at the dome. Will he be able to dome anyone else? Make that 2. Takes out mini roll. Will he get 3? Looks like possibly not. The only 2 players left is Stumpy and Senior Vac, who are playing it very passive on B here. Meanwhile, on C, Zap is going to go for the C cap for security, meaning at the end of the round they will have the 3 cap advantage, even if they go and get the B cap successfully by NSAM here. So Zap is taking his sweet old time, looking to play support, and he could go for the push. Both teams playing it very passive. Norte also coming in as well on the backside here. Norte, a little bit unexpected, at least for security for sure. They're not ready for this push here. You see NSAM, Norte getting the trade on Stumpy. The problem is there's always that last player behind, and Senior Vac get the headshot and kill onto Norte. And that ties it up 3-3. Ah, Senior Vac is Alex. I didn't know that. Man, who is going to win this one? That is a very good question. And right now, I think we're going to see... It's kind of tough, right? Because both teams are so passive. They're kind of keeping their cards so close that it's kind of hard to tell who's doing what and who's really winning what, right? Both teams are kind of battling back and forth relatively equally. Although NSAM, nice pick and a mini roll. It's going to give a bit of an opening on the street here, which we see actually TUF doing now. Playing a little bit aggressively on the street side. No A coverage at all. So he took out Mini roll, who was covering A, as Senior Vac will get the kill on Fishy. On Shrine, Flebbles last one up for Insurgents on that Shrine position. It's a 2v2 battle here, and Flebbles tries to kill here, but will get taken out by Senior Vac instead. As security taking control of Shrine, it's down to NSAM and just Squashy and Barber trying to get the kills and trying to mix across. Nice pick from NSAM on the 3-player of Zapatista. Second kill as well on the Senior Vac. NSAM picking him off like nothing. The problem is there's another player already on B. They're going to get the B cap up for security. And they'll bring back those 2 players. Stumpy, easy kill. Actually, a capture at least onto Bravo. Almost uncontested. The problem is Squashy up above. They're going to tag team up, regroup, and they're going to opt for going for A and C. If I had to guess, Norte has escaped and is sneaking around the side here. Zap could run into Norte here, who will catch him off guard for sure. Squashy gets the pick on the dome. We're getting to C, and Norte takes out Zapatista from spawn. The problem is they're going to call out that Norte was in that position. They're going to go for the A cap. Senior Vac looking to try and get the trade. Will he find these players? The answer is not yet, and probably not for the moment at least. We see A9 being capped up by Insurgents. C still held on by Insurgents as B still held for security. Squashy gets the player running, takes out Stumpy fairly easily. No contest at all. As we see Stumpy still holding the backside of B for Insurgents. Just waiting for security to make a mistake and go for the push needlessly. As Norte takes out Senior Vac, going for the 8 retake. So that's going to be Insurgents getting the respawn for their side. That's a 5v1 now for mini roll. Being picked early on the round, it's going to be all in mini roll to try and keep it alive. 38 seconds remaining for him to punch this. Praise across, get the headshot into Squashy. for next shot, but that would probably count as a headshot if I had to guess. Miniroll going for the drop outside. The problem is he's already made a lot of sense on that cross, and Sam could get the pick here. No, he doesn't, as he actually gets the kill onto Miniroll, or Miniroll gets the kill at least onto NSAM there. Another nice lucky pick here. As we see Miniroll still clutching it on C, 15 seconds remaining, has the advantage. The problem is they have to go for B. Norte's making the cross. We see Fishy as well going for the cross towards B, and Flubbles throws a good grenade over towards C. Will it see it's where it belongs? No, it will not. Flubbles still pushing out here. Could get the kill on C here. Miniroll. Cross, not able to find these players just yet. Here comes the double team push, and Fishy will get the surprise kill onto Miniroll. And that's the lead back for TUF White. 4-2. 4-3. I can. All right. So, in this situation, in this predicament that we're in, what can we do? What can AoG do to keep the rounds back in their favor? You know, they're trying different things. They are really changing up things as best as they can. What could either cross this? Nice pick from NSAM. Not allowing that to happen. Losing that B control, at least that boot, that river. I keep calling it river. It is a street. It looks like a river because it's just kind of dark and black. It looks kind of like one. Oh, no. Takes a grenade, but will stay alive. It's staled on B. Oh, Flebel's going for the aggressive push on B. It's a little bit different out of the playbook. NSAM, good grenade to Stumpy. Will it be able to stump anything else? NSAM looking for the pick across. He sees the player, gets the shot, and Nasenio back. Nicely done there. I don't know how the timing works on that one, but it still works. It is effective. Dome takes out Flebels. Playing on B, continues the cap for security. Meanwhile, on C, it's being capped up by security. This could be a cap out here if insurgents are not fast enough to decap Bravo or stop the capture. NSAM sneaking across. Miniroll gets a pick on a Norte. NSAM comes in for the block on B. Miniroll gets a double kill on that C side position. Miniroll coming in big. We didn't see it, but we're definitely going to feel the effect of it. He'll be able to get the C cap up for security. And it's a 2v1 on B here. Dome. Tough chances here, but is still staying alive. He just has to hold on B as C cap up. Nice pick from NSAM onto Dome. And B is now being capped up for insurgents. Also unique position to hold it from, but can't. I think we can definitely see NSAM get some kills here. Miniroll getting a shot as well into Fishing from behind. Gets the surprise kill to all into NSAM in a 1v4. Oh, and NSAM will be taken up by Zap on the cross from spawn. Tying up the game now 4-4. Like I gibbed at post round. All right, so we are tied at 4-4. We have another not live being called. Doesn't that figure? Guessing somebody crashed, or there's just a pause being called. So, security. What can they do to be effective? Right now, we're seeing insurgents kind of playing it fast, and so they're changing up things in a way that's really, really effective. They're definitely not missing anything that would be super obvious as a, like, oh, this is what they're doing wrong, this is what they're doing wrong. It really comes down to gun battles, and I think so far it's just been who can get the surprise onto who. I'm not sure how much of a ping shield and how much ping is going to have an effect. It seems like it's relatively even on both teams, so I don't think we're really going to see a lot of that. I think it's going to be an interesting one to see how this will play out in the grand scheme of things. We do have 4 more rounds in this half. And at the moment, teams are just figuring out what they're going to do. We did see a not live being called by Squashy, looks like. So, in the meantime, I'd say we'll be right back in just a few, but that means they're going to start. So, security has some interesting options of where they can go from here. They've had a little bit of success on holding the shrine side here. And we finally saw TUF White actually going for a B push on insurgents. Fairly unusual to see. You know, that's not... Well, it's not that it should be unusual. It's just unusual for that team so far this game to actually push inside B here. So in this position, what can they do? As you can see, security has a good smoke grenade. That's a nice nice spot there. Oh, looks like she's having some Discord issues. Internet is having some bugs. It does do that sometimes. So hopefully we can get it back in here and help out with the team. Indeed, bliat. I do bliat like that sometimes. I think there was actually a Russian earlier. Alright, we're live and restart. Looks like we're back ready to go here. Able to connect and is back in. We're live. This is AoG versus TUF White. And so far, it has been a back and forth battle here. Oh, security. Security's not live. Looks like now security's kind of have technical difficulties. The 11th player in every match of Insurgency Sandstorm. How doesn't that figure? Oh, live and restart. Okay, I think we're ready to go here. After the third restart, second restart actually, we're still, well, so far they're calling live, but we'll see what happens here. No promises. And AoG all leaving spawn, Surges all leaving spawn. I think we're actually live now. Let's go ahead and get at this here. It is 4 rounds remaining in this first half. Go ahead and follow the senior back from spawn. It's going for an interesting side across. Ooh, good picks by Squashy. Did not get the kill, but definitely took a lot of health out of Zapatista. As NCM gets the final pick across into mini roll, clearing up the street. If I had to guess, where did he get the pick from? Oh, interesting shot across there. Fishy gets the kill into Zap as Stumpy will take out Fishy with the grenade. As Stumpy gets a nice shot as well to Squashy, clearing out Bravo. On the Flebbles, the solo player for Insurgents on B. Looks like security will be taking this round. We see Flebbles making the push towards the side here. NCM, good grenade into Dome, clearing up B. Wow, NCM really doing a lot of hard work here on B. He's going to have to try and go for the clutch. 2v1. He has some support from Shrine, but unfortunately he's just kind of out of position to really get any kills here. And if he moves in position, he will be taken out fairly quickly. Senior Vac, though, is waiting for the push here. Stumpy is going to rotate into B, continue the B cap for security at least. Flebbles wins the fight against Senior Vac. Stumpy solo on B, actually the last one remaining as well for his team. Gets the B cap at the same time and gets the kill onto Flebbles. Stumpy rotates in towards Shrine. It will escape NSAM's point of view, and NSAM's going to have to rotate back and go for C. So far, it is basically a waiting game for these two teams to play out and who is going to win this one. Norte is going in for the rotation from River, or from River, River, it's Road. It's a road, there's no rivers in Summit. At least in this map section. Norte will get the surprise kill onto mini roll. Will he get any other kills? Breaks down the door and leaves it for more. Gets the shot as well into Zapatista. Nice push across there. It's a good read on the positions and players. Dome rotating in for A. Let's see what he can do at A, but will it be A effective position and flank? Wait and see here. As you see NSAM as well. Nice pick into Stumpy on the side of B as Norte takes out Senior Vac, going for the 1v1 now. Oh, but Dome gets the kill into Norte. It's a 1v1. NSAM versus Dome. Dome, no health. NSAM, just a bolt action, his best weapon. It's a 1v1 battle for the best. It's all in this corner here. Who's going to win the peek across? Let's see what happens. Who's going to win it? It's going to be Dome. Taking the lead for AoG 5-4. All right, so bit of a lead coming up now for AoG over TUF White. Let's go and follow Flebbles from spawn. See what he's going. Like he's still playing Shrine, I believe, alongside the other players there and the other teammates at least. Early pick across by NSAM. Did not get any kills. At least a shot across there. Good smoke to block his coverage. Will not allow him to pick any more. Go to pick up any more information as well. We do see Manuel as well waiting for the cross with an MP7. Of all things. Gonna go for the A hold on that cross. We do see B now being held up by Stumpy. Goes for the B bait and will be waiting for Insurgents to go in there on B. Stumpy will hear this player rotating into B. Hearing him coughing there. Did not wear his mask, as he probably should. At least he's 6 feet away. And Stumpy gets the wallbang kill onto Flubbles. It's up above. Squashy coming in for the rotation. Trying to get the roof frag. Will not get it in time, though. It will be an unavenged death there. Mineral gets the kill onto Fishy, rotating into A as Dome takes out Ensam. Pushing on the side. Norte last alive alongside Squashy. Squashy soloing it on B in a 2v1, actually a 3v1 scenario. Can he get the kills? Oh, Zaptista will get the pick across into Squashy. Taking a little too long. There's Norte to get the kill on the Mineral going for A. This means we're going to see a rotation coming out for A. If I had to guess from AoG, it looks like the senior vac will be the one on call to go for the A cap and A retake. B almost capped up for security all the way. They're going to opt to go off the... No, there's still a new objective, it looks like. Thought he's going to go off there and bait some, but he's just trying to rotate and find a good spot to hold it. Senior vac off the wallbang across. Shot kill. Oh, it'll be Norte getting the kill on the senior vac. Stumpy gets the B cap. Security's going to double cap C. So post round, that is a good call, or at least post time, at least for the most part. It's going to be a good call to make to go for the double cap up. The only problem is they have a lot of time to hold that C objective. Norte gets the kills, one to Zap. Norte gets the A cap, coming in clutch. He gets the kills, one to Zap. As Stumpy gets the double kill on the players in spawn, takes out Ensam and Squashy as Dome caps up C. Back just Zaptista, who got picked from spawn there. Stumpy gets this kill as well onto Flubbles on the cross. Get the 2 kills here and rotates over, get the 2 kills there. Looks like Fishy's going to go for the interesting spawn flank on the outside there. Last alive is going to be Fishy. Zap got the kill on Norte already. Fishy moving around the side here. See him kind of jumping across, trying to get into C in time. Already being capped up by security. Fishy goes for the peek. Dome will peek him out. It is now 6-4. Interesting. It's still it's a 4K from Stumpy, although I do believe that was also from Spawn. So that's not an actual 4K. Now we'll see if the teams actually opt to swap sides on this. They may end up just continuing as if it the draw round didn't happen. Still a 2-round lead coming in from AoG. At least I can count. But yeah, 6. One more round and a half. I can't count. Oh, yeah. Counting is hard sometimes. That's something that you can count on. Dome not able to find his players on B. Stack here. Not sure what Fishy's aiming at. Stumpy is on B, capping it up. Grenades to clear out Stumpy, but Stumpy will not be stumped on those grenades for the moment. Stumpy rotating in towards Shrine. Shrine currently open for Insurgents. The playing still passes. They're going to allow basically the bait to kind of hold it like that. Zap gets the pick as well to Squashy. Early on, Zap. Nice pick across there. It's a tough angle. Solo, hollow 1x as well. That's pretty unique angle across from it. It is effective, it seems, for Zap. So far, a couple kills early on this round. Trying to get the shot across. Did not get the kill though. Fishy gets the double. Get a nade kill on the Stumpy and a kill onto Zap. Nicely done there from Fishy. Able to clear out the Bravo presence, but Dome, the third player on B, gonna go for the B cap. Flubbles get the pick on Senior back on the cross. Dome will get the kill though. Get the trade onto Flubbles, and he gets the B cap in time, saving it for his team. But Dome will get traded by Fishy shortly afterward. So here comes the B retake for security. You see Ensam staying up for the spawn camp here. He'll be able to get at least one. Oh, he shoots too early. Late, if anything. Oh, he's late once again. Go for 3. No, Stumpy takes him out before he can get that shot across and into that player. Mineral holding on A, waiting for the player to push him. Looks like Norte's going to go for the flank around. Stumpy going to go for the C cap B, almost all the way for security. All the way for Insurgents, at least, excuse me. Zap trying to stop it. This grenade, though, could be effective, but looks like Zap got the kill on the Fishy instead on B. It's going to be down to one player, and it's going to be Norte in a 1v4. Clutch attempt. He's going to go top. They hear him rotating. He's already been called out, but Norte doesn't know that just yet. Norte is going to feel the effect of it in a little bit, though. Now went up and above, and Senior back gets the kill on Norte. And that's the round for AoG. Now, 7-4. Yes, that is half, because we had an extra draw round, so that was 4-7, I believe. Although I think there's some confusion about how draw rounds work. So we'll see how these teams are going to opt to play it, and what they're going to want to do. What it is they want to do, we'll see. But for now, scoreboard-wise, NSAM rocking a lot of kills, despite running a bolt action, which is normally considered to be sort of a lesser weapon compared to other weapons as an option. Still able to do some hard work with it. This is a map for the sniper, at least. Very, very effective if you get the aim and the timing. And so far, he has definitely had it for the most part. He had one round there where he kind of whiffed some shots, but still, one round out of like 9 or 10 in a row. That's pretty dang good, considering that weapon is it's a challenge to use. It's very fun, but it's definitely an interesting one to adapt to. And for AoG, relatively balanced. Zap struggling a little bit, but he's also playing a tough spot to get the kills from. Everyone else getting some relatively even KDs here. Stumpy the most for his team, currently 14 and 10. Versus NSAM, a bolt of Grease Lightning. They're getting a lot of kills. They're getting the most of the server currently at the end of the half here. Some interesting picks across with the M110 SAS. Did not get any kills. All opening there. Looks like the smoke will be able to stop NSAM from getting some cross picks into B. Insurgent's first one onto B as Zap gets the kill to Bubbles. Security really big and passive. Tries to switch off optics now. We're seeing Fishy take a good grenade for B. Looking to be grenading B. Stumpy B stumped. No, not by that grenade at least. Stumpy is still staying alive. Staying alive through the fire of shrapnel, at least. Stumpy still going for the B cap, uncontested. Security just taking a really long time to get in through here. As soon as Fishy shoots, they're going to give away his position. So Fishy needs to be very careful on this push. Here plays nice shot from Squashy onto Stumpy, pushing a little too aggressive out of B there. So Squashy did make some sound on that jump down. We're seeing shots rain out from B, but Fishy will get the kill onto himself. Oh, get the flank as well. The senior back. We happened to miss it with the map in there. Sorry for that, but don't worry, we'll definitely feel the effects of that. It is all down to NSAM. Nice pick into Zap, in towards the B there. It is all done in mini roll as TUF comes up big when they needed to. Linear with that Alpha AK. Will he be able to be the Alpha and secure the round? Is it going to be up to the TUF? Make a tough time of it, and yes, indeed, TUF will make AoG lose the round, in essence. It's going to be now 7-5. 2-round difference now for, I believe, it will be the TUF players. Or actually, AoG is still in the lead by 2 rounds. So 7-5. It is now, I believe, still 10 to win. So it is still tough for TUF to win this one, but not impossible for sure. Again, picks across. NSAM will get taken out by Zap with the foul. The infallible foul will be able to foul where it needs to go here as Senior, Vac, and Stumpy tag teaming it in Shrine, battle buddying it. Clearing out rooms like pros. But only Senior Vac does the shot and kill onto Fishy. Nicely done there as Norte takes that mini roll on that side of B. Squashy aiming on the street here, looking for the shot across into Zap. But he will not be able to zap just yet as Senior Vac aims across C. Dome will take out Flebbles on that B position. Senior Vac has the grenade equipped, going for the long throw. Going for the Kobe. Will it score? Squashy able to dodge it in time, but it will definitely push him out of that position. As they go for the pick cross with that M110 SAS, can Squashy get this kill? Dome get the free B cap. They do take pretty good control of B. Norte still hauled up on B as Senior Vac gets the kill to Squashy. All done to Norte in a 1v5. AoG have a tough one. Norte taking the Zap. Nice shot, but Stumpy gets the up close and personal kill onto Norte. Securing the round for AoG is now 8-5. Alright, so 3-round difference now back for AoG. It was only made round 2 out the last round before that, but they have brought it back at least for AoG. AoG looking to probably lock out this map and move on to the next one, which I don't know the map just yet, but map 2. Map 1 Summit, you know, it's not a bad map, but I think the strategy for it now has been sort of compressed to being very passive. And most likely Zap taking the Squashy early on. It's going to be very helpful for Insurgents. As Stumpy gets an 8 kill onto Fishy, it's all down to just Flubbles and Sam on the cross on the road there. I keep wanting to call it a river. It's not a river. Senior Vac waiting on B here. Mini roll and Dome, though, taking out Norte and Flubbles. It's all down to Ensam last alive. Huge plays coming out from AoG. Really good synchronicity of kills and the timing. Ensam staying alive, trying to get some lucky picks in the shrine, trying to find an opening at least to be able to push out and around. The problem is time is just running out. Minute 38, and he has some room to work with, but he's just going to lose time to rotate out of position here. As Zap is nearby. Even if he gets the shot, he does get the nice shot and kill out of Senior Vac. Gets hope drop for Zap, though. Down below is going to hear that shot coming. He's going to be going for it. And Sam's going for the push on the outside here. Zap could get an easy kill as a flank. He's behind him. Zap's here and rotating. Gets the one shot into Ensam. Securing the round for AoG. Now 9-5. Nicely done there by AoG, coming up big, saving it for his team there. In a situation like this, what can TUF do to try and counter the aggression from AoG and the overall kind of dominance on B here? I think some good pre-fires is what would really, really help on the position here that Insurgents are taking. It definitely seems like AoG have built up a fairly strong lead now to where they don't have a lot of rounds to make up for it if they lose. So it's definitely, we're already at 9 rounds, so only 1 round away from match point for AoG. There's just not a lot of options left for TUF there. They gotta try something a little bit different, something a little bit wild that may be effective. How and if it'll work, we'll have to just wait and see, as we will see these teams moving out of spawn. They are both live. No! Yes, man, yes, we're about to start here. It is a 4-round lead for AoG against TUF White, as we'll follow Norte from spawn, going over towards the C objective here. Ensam, nice pick in the dome early on, but will just be that pick. As we see Norte going for the cross, we see a huge presence coming up from C. We see B being left open. They're going for the A strat. Zap, long pick across. Look at this shot in position here. Really long pick across Norte to get the kill to Stumpy. 2 will be able to escape and go for the A retake here. Norte going to battle 2, get the kill to mini roll. And we get the second kill. Oh, but Xener Vac will get the trade on the Norte. Clearing out Alpha for Insurgents. Meanwhile, Ensam clearing out the street here. Xener Vac gets pick on the Norte. As Zap did not get taken out by Ensam. Oh, but Ensam will get the kill on the Zap. It's all down to Xener Vac. That is Alex, last alive on A in a 1v4. Back uncontested on Alpha. They're going to go for the spawn camp instead. We see the C cap already happening for TUF White, as we see Ensam setting up for a spawn camp here. Good angle and pick across. Here comes the smoke. And now the shots should rain out. We see Ensam aiming at these players here. He's actually been spotted by his gun barrel sticking out. But we take out by Stumpy fairly quickly. Zapatista. And they're going to retake Charlie before they get the kill. Oh no! Stumpy gets the team kills mini roll and takes himself out from the revenge system that will I'm not going to kill you if you take any team kills or damage to any teammates. So unfortunately, Stumpy taken out as well. Senior Vac 1 HP. It's now a 3v2. They had the advantage, but unfortunately the team killing feature there is going to stop AoG's chances fairly quickly, which is interesting. I hope we can get that turned off as a feature in a later update for Sandstorm. That'd be fantastic. It may not make sense for casuals, but for competitive sense, sometimes you gotta shoot through teammates. And if you can't do that, you're just gonna lose, or lose players, which we saw there. Dome staying alive through the shots across. Wow. 21 seconds remaining. Security now on the back foot. The Senior Vac takes out Squashy. AoG really coming up big here. Fishy and Norte last alive there. Finally, A is being captured by Insurgents, and now they're going to see them go for the push. The AC strat comes in big, actually, post-round, at least late round at least. Post-round, Dome gets the surprise kill into Norte. It's all down to Fishy in a 1v2. He's going to go off of C. He's going to go for the push towards A. This is a little overly aggressive, I think. Senior Vac and Dome are going to double team it up and go for C. Fishy's going to go for the battle here. He'll be able to take out one. Get the kill onto Dome, going for the 1v1 here on C. And he will come up big. Wins the clutch against these 1v2. Securing the round for TUF White. Now 9-6. All right. So, that was a really, really good clutch from Fishy there. After almost losing the round there, as AoG was down to 2 players, he went from 2 down to basically everyone coming kind of back and forth here. It's gonna be so interesting. That was a very good play from AoG. Ultimately, Fishy able to go in king mode and just totally take out on C. Plays it well, plays it for the win. Squashy get the pick as well to Zapatista. As we see Squashy held up in lower B. Stumpy will be taking him out, though. Taking him out. You see Flebbles putting out Shrine, gets the kill onto Stumpy, but will be stumped from progress for the moment. As we see, it looks like Mini Roll or Dome. That's actually Alex. It will hold off that push there. Senior for the push towards Flebbles. And Sam gets the pick on a Mini Roll on the street. Oh, that's not good for Insurgents. But Senior Vac will get the kill onto Flebbles on Shrine. Down to a 2v1 here. Fishy held up on B. But if it's anyone on B you want, it's going to be Fishy. He has some support from Ensam aiming across. He hears at least when he else was point by Shrine, and Flebbles is probably called out as he died. The problem is B. Oh, Ensam could get the wall bang here. Oh no, he moves away at the wrong time. Not sure why he moved away there. Had the shot, but just missed the timing on that one. Oh, but Senior Vac can kill to Ensam, and Senior Vac is the second kill into Fishy. Alex coming in big on Shrine, goes for the drop and takes it out. Down the rock. Norte taking fire from C. Senior Vac going for that final kills of the round here. Is he going to go for A? It looks like he's going to go for the A cap instead. Dome going to hold on B. Less than 1 minute remaining. Insurgents have the advantage. They now have B almost capped up all the way. Sure, Security's coming back with 4 players on C, so Norte wins the clutch. But Dome also gets the cap for Insurgents, so it's a reset from players. 10 in total, 5v5. Dome setting up for the spawn cap. But A is half cap for Insurgents, so they have the minor advantage. They'll be effective. Dome will get the kill onto Squashy. They'll go for 2. Dome not even shot to Ensam. He'll take some fire though. Zap will take out Flebbles. One will be able to escape. That will be Ensam going for the 1v1 on A. As Ensam gets the pick into Senior Vac. Going for the clutch. Norte get the kill to Stumpy. TUF White coming up big on the spawn. You see Norte still holding on C. Insurgents kind of wondering where to go. They had the lead, and all of a sudden, from spawn, Security just coming in big, and TUF White getting the kills they needed to stay alive in the round here. 14 seconds remaining. C and A are currently the focus points for these teams here. Fishy going to opt to go for the C side push instead of going for B, which is an interesting call to make here. Mini Roll faced in a 1v1 plus 1 on the outside. Mini Roll can go in big for the push. Swings across to not find the player. Zap gets the kill on Ensam on A. Mini Roll will get the kill onto Norte, but has 1 more to go. It's going to be down to Fishy. Going to go for the B bait. He's going to go for the objectives. Less than a minute remaining in tiebreaker mode. There's less than a minute basically to clear these out, or it will be a draw round once again. If they draw, it's going to be GG's. Because both teams will gain a point, and there'll be 9. Oh, and Dome will get the kill on the Fishy, rotating out from speed. That's match point now for AoG. 10-6. All right, 5 seconds remaining. It is match point for AoG on this matchup, and map up at least. We still have 1 more round in this match to go. Mini Roll, good grenade from spawn, waiting to try and prevent the free fire there from Ensam, who has been the MVP of this game so far. not just for using a bolt action, but for being very successful with it and holding a lot of very, very important positions here. Not spot the player on the cross. We'll be able to call at least one player is in that side there. Going to go to cover A here. Shrine, but again, a good smoke to block off his coverage. And currently the highest kills on the scoreboard. Fish get the kill on the senior back. Stumpy will able to get the kill on the Squashy with a grenade. That's the Ensam aiming across here. The F1 frag grenade as a bit of a throwback as Ensam moves across for the pick. He's not going to see anybody on that side. Mini roll going for the long pick across here. Actually, long flank. The Sandstorm style flank where you flank basically out of bounds from where everyone would normally be at, because this is not really played, because why would you play here? Right? Why'd you cover this when you could be, 30 feet and actually on the objective, or where people are actually going to move around from? So this I call it the Sandstorm flank because nobody would ever use this functionally. It's more of an addition to make the map look bigger, but it's really not. Anyway, Zap gets the kill onto Flubbles, and Zap getting the other one onto Ensam as Ensam gets a nice pick into Stumpy to the trade. Bit of a trade there. Ultimately, it's going to be security. Coming up relatively even on B here. Actually, both teams are relatively even. A and C being capped up by their respective teams. Zap, though, will go for the B cap for Insurgents as Fishy aims across here. Fishy will get the surprise kill onto Zapatista. It's all done in mini roll. He will get the cap up in time, so it will be a reset, but security will have that B advantage. The question the Fish is going to go for the B hold. He's going to opt to partially cap it and then run away. I'm guessing the double cap. Yeah, he's just stick on B. He's just hunting for kills, but this is not the call to make at this time. Nope, he's going to go and run away, it looks like. He's going to try and battle the camp wave here. We see mini roll going to kill the Squashy. Take fire. Gets a nice flick onto Senior back. But Zap get the kill into Fishy, trying to go for B. Norte going to zone, trying to cross into C, but Zap get the trade onto Norte within C. So security kind of capped and killed out of C there. Be down to the last two players on B, going to double cap it up. Again, A is the majority of Insurgents. They don't have time to do this. They got to go for A. Got to go for A or got to go for C. You can't see just one player. Flubbles trying to stay alive here. 60 seconds remaining. Flubbles going for the cap up and shot across here. And Sam gets the B cap for security. Do they have time to do this, though? I just don't think they're running out of time. Bring out the options. You get the cap and kill on C. Process, on the Squashy. Immediately gets another kill to Norte. We get a third kill. No, he will not. But that will be the end of the game despite that. Good teamwork that coming up from AoG. They will secure the round win and the game win on this first map here. 11-6 for the final end of that round and of that map. And as such, we're going to move on to the next map. It might be Refinery. I'm curious to see if they're actually going to play it that way. I kind of don't think they're going to play this position here. Or at least this map. I doubt it. All right. So, let me go ahead and change this up real quick. I see this thing sticking up a little too big. It's annoying me. There we go. And then, boop. Beautiful. That's a little better. It's a small little thing, but it just makes life a little bit nicer. So it looks like they're going to play on. Yep, not live 2 minutes. We're gonna take a bit of a break here. Let's go ahead and head back to the desk. See what's going on here. Bit of an active action report. What an interesting round from these two teams and from these two players, and from all these players at least. AoG, both teams really playing passive for the early on couple rounds here. They didn't want to kind of give up any positions, any players, and kind of just stay alive. And sometimes it's how teams play. But as it got on longer and longer, we really found that AoG definitely had the gun skills. They had the post-round strat. They had the clutch potential. Unfortunately, it was just a little bit too much for TUF to handle. Unfortunately, Ensam and Fishy did a lot of hard work for the team, but ultimately, you just couldn't get the kills. All they needed to secure the round wins in there. So that will be the game, at least the first one, going for AoG. So they'll have 1 point. If they can secure another win on this map, it'll be 2 points for them. If they lose, it'll be 1 round for 1 point for each team. So simply put, it was well done. Both teams did great. Ultimately, some good clutches from both teams and all the players. But ultimately, it's going to come down to AoG taking that first map win. Next up is going to be on Refinery in a few minutes once we have the teams ready to go. They're taking a bit of a break in the meantime, as will I. So we'll be back in just a few. You're watching the DGL. This is AoG versus TUF White. Back in just a few. looks like we're back. Let's go ahead and hop into this one fairly quickly. We'll skip the casting desk for now. Not that kind of casting desk. Here we go. All right. So we're now live on map 2. This is AoG versus TUF White. For AoG, we have Senior, Vac, Stumpy, Mineral, Doma, and Zapatista, the same players we saw last game. But for TUF White, we have Xenor, the new swap in for, I believe, somebody here. Was it Squashy, I believe? Got swapped out. Fishy, Norte, Xenor, and Sam. Crazy across from all sides there. Looks like Fishy getting the double kill onto Stumpy and Dome. Xenor got the kill onto Xenor. Back his Flubbles will take out Zapatista. Last life is going to be Mini Roll. Holding on C here. We see Mino getting the pick on the Flubbles. That's 3 to go. Actually, that's 4 to go, actually. 4 Flubbles here. And Sam spring across. Spring across. We'll get the shot and kill into Mini Roll. Taking them out. And taking the round for TUF White. So TUF White will be able to choose the round they start off the actual game. I didn't even see it. It was that fast. So where, I don't even know where they're going to play. They swapped it so fast, I don't even think it was saved on the logs. No, they didn't call it. So if they did call it, it literally came up for like a 1/10 of a second. So we'll see where they're going to opt to stick and if they're going to keep on Insurgents or not. We'll see where they opt to spawn and decide. So far, Foul and Mozanagon make that 2 fouls for the Insurgent side here. Make that 3 fouls. The infallible foul coming in big on AoG. Although Mini Roll does have the Alpha AK at least. Not a bad weapon for a flanker. At least they have a weapon that's more useful than the submachine guns that you normally see on the flanker side. Not sure what's going on here. Levels is feeling a little bit high, I guess. It's sitting a little bit higher than everyone else for the moment. I'm sure when they leave, yep, he'll drop back down. Planet Earth are back into the round here. We are live for the first official round of map 2 in this matchup of AoG versus TUF White. Once again, playing for TUF, we have Xenor, Ensam, Norte, Flubbles, and Fishy. And for AoG, we have Mineral, Stumpy, Dome, Senior, Vac, and Zapatista. Early shots coming out. Some good smoke as well. Ready for cross pick from Insurgents. As Xenor with the first one ought to be uncontested. Full to dodge some grenades coming in. Here comes the push. Gets the first kill. Will go to Xenor onto Senior Vac. Still holding on B. There's actually still an Insurgent on that side. Zap and looks like Mineral heavily focused on B here. AoG are going all in on that B objective, but Ensam, nice pick into Zapatista on the cross. Stumpy will get the kill though onto Xenor. Fishy down below will get the kill onto Stumpy. Clearing out Bravo for security. While that's happening, Mineral gets the surprise kill onto Flubbles. He's gonna go for another one, looks like. The answer is to be determined. At least Mineral will get that kill, but that will be it for the moment. Although the trades back and forth as Dome takes out Ensam, Norte trades taking out Dome, all down to Mineral. In a 1v2 attempt, but Fishy will get the kill on the Mineral. That's the first round for TUF White. 1-0. Wow. A fairly dynamic round and a fairly dynamic starter, at least for this matchup here. Who's going to keep on the winning spree? Or a developed one, at least, possibly. Who knows? You never really know until it's going to happen. So let's go ahead and follow Fishy. Looks like his teammate in front of him has a bit of an interesting outfit uniform. Looks like he's wearing part of a rug or a pair of pants. Camouflage approach there. That pick on the Flubbles. As Senior Vac slow to B. But it could be to avoid the pre-nades. We do see security already set up in a strong spot there to get the advantage. Something to hook behind to get the kills onto B here. This could be effective. Looks like Simple will get the kill onto Xenor. But will he get any other kills? Trade. He gets the double kill actually on the Zap and Mineral in lower B. But Stumpy gets the trade on the Fishy on B. Huge plays on B here. Stumpy still staying alive. Ensam looking for the picks across. He's hiding, but that gun gave his vision away. Ensam gets the pick into Stumpy. But Dome takes out Norte, going for the cross. All down to Ensam, last alive. Goes for the dropping kill. Stays alive somehow. I don't know how he's made it to daylight to the drop there. And so I'm going to go for the 1v1. Well, he's not going to go for 1v1. He's 1v1, but he's not going to go for the push. Opting for an interesting spot to play underneath the stairs here. And actually, wow. Bit of parkour. He's actually above. Now, this is what you call core strength right here. His entire body weight is on a small lamppost, and he's just waiting for the cross. He'll get the kill on the mini roll. He will be called out shortly after. So, yeah, he'll be taken out by NSAM, causing the drop down. It's a tie game, 1-1. Alrighty, so we're back to a tie, 1-1, and no one coming out on top for the moment. Although I'm not sure what's up with this motley crew of security players here. It's an interesting combination, back and forth, very iconic. Hard pressed to call it a organized effort. Oh, you see AoG relatively organized, at least mostly all black, running the tracksuits of various colors and shapes and sizes. You see Dome picking across and not getting any kills. Hope to kill the Dome with Fishy across into B. He'll be getting the kill onto Stumpy. Security coming up on top on B for the moment. Mini roll coming. Jack taking a lot of fire from sprays fire on the side there. Real quick to jump across, but Fishy will get the kill on the mini roll, trying to go for the B clutch attempt. Zap is picked by Norte, crossing on the outside here. Senior back last alive in a 1v5. Security takes him out, and Sam comes in for the dropping kill onto Senior Vac. And TUF White take back the lead, 2-1. Holy guacamole, that security push and advantage is very strong. TUF White definitely have a strong, it looks like they practice this map a little bit, definitely have the strong aura about them. They do have a bit of an advantage going into B though, compared to Insurgents. I think the timing on it is a little bit off for them to win it. Although, I'm pretty sure you can probably free fire for Insurgents as a cross and counter that. But, you never know. We'll see what AoG is able to do with their side, respectively. It maybe end up being a bit of a sided match back and forth. Where one round, you know, one half is just 9 rounds to one side. Or at least 8 rounds to one side. The other second half. Mineral gets the pick across, did not get the shots and kills, but NSAM will get the kill onto Stumpy. And Zap levels, and NSAM gets a second kill onto Mineral. Xeno still held up on B. Insurgents coming in for the B clutch, it looks like. We see Dome underneath. Dome moving around the side here. Dome could get shot here, actually, from upper B. We had a bit of a battle here. Looks like there were some shots across from Senior Vac and Sam. But Xeno will get the kill on the Dome, and Xeno will go for the B cap as well. And Sam takes out Zap, going on the riverside, street side. And Sam gets another kill. And Sam, lots of kills coming out for his side and for his team. And he will secure the round, 3-1. Is that a 4K? Hey, it is a 4K. Nicely done by NSAM there. You see AoG calling the not live. Needing just a minute. So you guys are having fun in chat there. Nice to see. Of course, these are streamed live if you're watching this on YouTube. It's all streamed live on Twitch. Twitch.tv/thedgl. Looks like somebody had to use the restroom, it looks like. Bit of banter between the two teams, always fun to see. Looks like they're practicing their rate of fire here. An interesting, looks almost like a security player here. Who is that, Mineral? Yeah, Mineral running. What's interesting is that he has his sleeves on like it's a tracksuit, but his outfit is a blue t-shirt. So I'm not sure how that works. Huh. Very interesting. Anyways, unless that's somebody else. No, that okay. I don't know why I was seeing a guy with the blue t-shirt. They all have on their tracksuits, so they are track suited up for success here. As we follow AoG mini roll from spawn. Sending up the grenade. Good smoke on the cross to B. allowing them to cross in there without getting picked by Ensam, but will Ensam be able to get the shot? Nice. I'm going for an interesting choice of weapon here. Looks like the Mark 18 with irons. Interesting call to make Xenor a nice pick, and Xenor back. Oh, Mineral will get the kill though onto Xenor, trading on B. Still one battling on B as Felix the kill on the Zaptista lower catwalk here. We still have, it looks like Zap actually pushing, covering that side there. Ensam looks pick across there as Fishy gets the nade kill in the mini roll. Now Flibble takes out Domewalker, coming out for one player on B, and Fishy will get the kill on the Stumpy. Unfortunately, I missed most of the action there, but security basically eliminating almost all of the Surgeon Force there fairly quickly. Now 4-1 for Tough White. Oh, they're going for the eco reset, it seems. From looks like Chad is opting, or at least suggesting that maybe going for the eco reset since they lost so many rounds. They didn't want to get that win advantage in favor of the other side there. It makes sense, except there's no economy like that, so it's a funny idea to propose as a future endeavor. Although that would just make things so sided if one team gets around like 3 rounds up and you start getting more supply points. Because I mean, at a certain point, you have your limit of what you like in anyways. So I don't think they'd ever really work as an economy. Oh, Dome! Early grenade kills. I'm not sure what happened here. Got an early nade kill into B. Oh, they got it on the cross, it looks like. Meanwhile, Dome gets the kill into levels. Wow. AoG just kind of destroying Tough's chances here. To make it a tough round for them to win. As Norte gets the kill into Dome. Oh, there could be a bit of a retake here. Oh, Senior back and second Ensam. And Zap, last player alive, sees that last player. Norte also sees Zap. We're seeing them change positions here. Zap's going to come in for the B clutch attempt. It looks like Zap just waiting and knowing where the player is probably going to peek from. Oh, but the problem is that player is actually up above. Oh, Zap's not ready for this. Some people get the B cap up to get off of C, but that C player is going to step on. Zap's going to be made aware of that one. But is Zap going to go for the push? Zap surprise onto Norte, and somehow Norte almost gets the shot and kill into Zap, but Zap will stay alive and take the round for AoG. Now 2-4. An interesting round from the AoG side there. A really lucky grenade. I'd say it's luck, but it was all skill, of course. It cooked to perfection, took out Tough White's presence on B, and at that point it was going to be in favor of AoG. Let's go ahead and follow Fishy from spawn. He's tag team up with one player behind him. Fishy will be the point man on this push onto B. Some good prize coming in from security and Insurgent. Oh wow, that's a long grenade to throw across from. Looks like security though will take out, some people take out. We'll take out Xenor as Norte and Ensam take out Zap and Mineral on the push towards B. As Bubbles takes out Dome. On that C-side push, looks like Bubbles is going to go for the C. Just hold there. But she takes out Sage. And Fishy takes out Senior Vac, securing the round win for Tough White fairly quickly and effectively. Bringing up the lead back to 3. That's 5-2 for Tough White versus AoG. An interesting performance we're seeing from Tough White and from AoG here. As they get ready to go here and get equipped. It's interesting. You know, either team could win, but Tough White just kind of have their gun skills back on point, as AoG did last game. It may just be a better map knowledge and better side performance, but it's an interesting one to see. Momentum on the second half here. It's really going to be the showing of this one, at least. Fishy follow him on this round here. Gets the kill on Cedar back, goes for 2, but Cedar will get the kill on Stumpy instead. It's a good flick across Zap. We'll hit the kill onto Flebbles on that upper catlock position. But pick into Xenor. Good opening. Will they get any more? Zap still waiting a long way across. Kind of a weird choice for that class to be waiting that far away. It was Miniroll actually pushing aggressively here. Enemy weapon. Oh, but Fishy takes out Miniroll. All down to one player, and that's Fishy clutching it. in a 1v2. Come up big, goes for the pre-fire attempt, does not get the kill. The problem is that the catwalk spots that player. Fishy playing inside very well, gets the kill onto Dome. It's a 1v1. Zap and Fishy. Fishy coming up for the flank down below. Zap going for the drop. They already give one of these by sound. Fish is coming in for the push. He gets the kill onto Zap. Fish once again coming up big in a 1v2 clutch, securing the round win for TUF White. 6-2. Ruski Power. Don't worry, we got you guys. They're feeling a little proud of themselves. Unfortunately, AoG might have something to say about that round. Let's go ahead and follow Dome from spawn here for the most part. Going upper catwalk once again. Good grenade, trying to stop the push. This worked very effectively last 2 or 3 rounds ago. Kills, no, not today. And Sam gets the kill on the Stumpy. Dome aiming across, still not able to find those players. As Zap aiming across same sides, it's time to find those players. Zap. Actually, that was Fishy waiting down below. Did not spot those players. Again, everyone kind of staying alive through all the fire and flames here. No one dying just yet. But that will be it for the moment. Fire staying alive. Zeno gets the kill into back as Zap takes out Flubbles. Dome taking some fire, but staying alive. They're a bit of an interesting place out here, back and forth here. Norte could come in for the surprise, though, from behind. And Sam, though, takes out Dome as Zeno gets the cap up for security. Mini roll trying to go for the clutch. Oh, Fishy takes out Zaptisa. It's all done to mini roll in a 1v5. I believe on a mini roll or a mega roll here. Let's see what happens. He'll get the kill into 1. And then Sam goes for 2, but Fishy gets the kill in the mini roll, going for the clutch towards B. And TUF White secure another round. 7-2. Alright, one more round in this half here, and TUF White have a big lead built up. 5 rounds over AoG. Not impossible if this is a super-sided map, which, you know, sometimes it is, sometimes it isn't. Some teams are like really back and forth battles here. Other times it is an absolute blow like we're seeing here, and then the other half will just be another blowout of rounds. So if it is a blowout, they have at least 2 rounds up for AoG, which will be enough to probably get them the win if they can continue the momentum. The problem is they're going to have to win a lot of rounds in a row to secure the win for AoG. But they won the last round, one last map at least, fairly well. So not impossible for them, but definitely going to be a big challenge. But definitely not impossible either. Let's go ahead and see what's going to happen on this round here. We'll follow Norte for the last time on this side. This is the buyout round. All the stuff you want to do is to do it. SM gets the pick on a mineral, as Fishy will take out Senior back. Goes rotation down from lower B as SM takes out Dome. Stumpy took out Xenor. It's all down to a 2v1 on B here. Only B player is lower B. Zap capping up B right now uncontested. Will be contested in a moment here. He didn't spot the player on the catwalk. The problem is he had a grenade behind him. Step out to eat a grenade here. He gets the kill onto Bubble. Fishy will get the grenade kill trading on the Zap as Stumpy takes out Fishy on the cross lower B. And Stumpy will get the B cap for Insurgents at security in a 1v2 scenario. Stuck and now in a 2v5 scenario against them. As Stumpy gets the B cap up in time and Sam not able to find that player. Just good positioning there from Flebbles to stay alive and make it a challenge now for rounds. Nice shot from Ensam into mini roll, leaving spawn. Ensam going for the second kill onto Stumpy. Back from the spawn there. Ensam taking fire. Norte gets a double kill onto Dome as well. Down to a 5v1. Zero of security. Ensam taking a lot of damage, but Zap needs to get the easy kill onto Ensam, pushing a little too aggressively there. It's all down to Zap in a 1v4. Battling on C, a 1v1. Goes for the reload. And almost get the kill, putting the cross, but somehow stays alive on the outside there, and will escape to go battle another spot here, another position. Gets the surprise kill onto Flebbles. That's 3 remaining for Zapatista on this clutch attempt, but Fishy once again locks out B and secures the round and the half for TUF White, 8-2. All right, that was the halves. Now we're going to swap sides. So far, it is 8 rounds up for TUF White against AoG. I'm thinking we're going to see this match probably go into... Well, I mean, hopefully we'll see AoG get some more rounds on the board. Ending at an 11-2 half would be... Well, ending 11-2 now would be a little interesting. Because the first game was, you know, relatively close back and forth until AoG kind of had to pull out at the end of the second half to really kind of secure the wins on their side respectively. They were close back and forth early on, but this one a little bit less close. Definitely TUF White having that map knowledge in their favor. AoG struggling to get really any traction in there. Zaptista getting some good flanking kills. Mini-roll struggling as is Stumpy and Dome. And of course, Alex dropping nearly a deuce, a 1 and 9. So definitely having a hard time on this map and sides. But TUF is making it tough for them. They really are having a tough time. As AoG all out of guns. Excuse me, all out of gum. Not guns there. Gummed up a bit by TUF. Okay, looks like TUF is ready to go here. AoG now just waiting to see if they're ready to go. Equipped, locked and loaded, and all ready. All Curly not ready to go just yet for the loadouts. We're seeing an interesting position here. Zap running, for some reason, showing the F1 FAMAS, which is not currently what's equipped. Running the M4 for, I believe that is Zaptista. Yes, mini roll MP7 as he does. Stumpy running the EBR as his Dome. And my guess is Senior Vac also running the EBR. So makes sense. 3 EBRs, 1 bolt action, and an interesting choice of an M4. Although that is Zap's weapon of choice, of course. Xenor currently has a knife equipped. Not quite a gun just yet. Looks like security. Not sure what's happened there. Somebody AFK, it looks like, in spawn. Indeed, it is a nice Kukuri knife. But Norte running the foul as is Fishy. And my guess is this 9th player, Mr. Levels, who's currently dead. Not sure how he died, or didn't spawn in at least. And Sam rocking that bolt action as what he does best. On the Listen Gaunt. And for the moment, we're in a bit of a holding pattern as we wait for the last player, Flebbles, to come back in, Jesus is load out, Jesus load out, and get ready to go here. So, it is a huge round lead up from TUF White here in AoG. Live on restart, hopefully TUF is ready to go. Yep, Flebbles is in there and equipped. We do have Xenor running the FAMAS with a hollow. No magnifier, just a single hollow, which is an interesting choice. Bit bulky, but it will be possibly effective. We'll see how it works on the B side here, as they now begin to go on that insurgent side that AoG struggled to find any traction on. Let's see if TUF keep up the momentum. They have a huge round lead, almost 5 or 6 in a row, uncontested. Zap early kill on the Insam. They've been opening as Stumpy gets the grenade kill to Xenor, especially takes out Senior back. Dome gets the kill to Fishy in the meantime, and the Flebbles is left on Catwalk solo. Surrounded on all sides, security. Well, they would have it, but Stumpy taking fire still from Catwalk. Interesting enough, Insurgent's going for a bit of a passive player, going for an AC approach. Norte holding in lower. I'm not sure what this location is. Is a building sometimes pushed, but not all that often. Only thing is, Norte is still unspotted. He's still hiding in plain sight. Luckily, Norte is not team killing just yet. The problem is that running into the position. Oh! An aggressive push here. Zaptista will get the kill on the Flebbles. It's all down to Norte. As Stumpy caps up B. There comes the clutch attempt by Norte in a 1v5. Oh, and Zap locked out Norte from A. And that's the round for AoG. 3-8. So, we are now only at a 5-round difference between TUF White and AoG. This could be the TUF comeback, or the AoG comeback. TUF, no need to come back, they are already in full force. But AoG now on the stronger side of security might just be the effective winner here. We'll have to see how the rounds are going to play out and draw out. 3 rounds to win for TUF White on Insurgent. Kill will finally take out Fishy. Ansam gets the nade kill on the Stumpy. Ansam gets a nice kill as well onto Zapatista. Norte shooting across the back at the kills, but Senior Vac will take out Xenor on that push towards B. Senior Vac coming out on top on B. Flebbles going for the rotation kill to get this kill here in position. Dome taking out Norte on the cross. And Flebbles takes out... Oh, Senior Vac takes out Flebbles, pushing across their mini roll. Gets the last kill onto NSAM. And that's the round for AoG. Once again, 4 rounds up. It is 4-8. AoG 4. Flight 8. All right, so we have a 4-round now difference between TUF White and AoG. AoG currently having a bit of a comeback, not to call it too early, or part of the caster's curse, but I think the comeback is definitely starting to become real, but it of course takes time to figure out if it's going to stay alive. We'll see Zap aiming across, good smoke for the picks across. Zap is now kills here, waiting for the push by Insurgents. Insurgents not really going for B. It looks like they're going heavy catwalk. Called Xenor is going to solo B here as don't pick on the Flebbles. There's a surprise kill. He will get the headshot and Stumpy. He'll get the dropping kill. He will on the Senior Vac as well. As NSAM takes out Zap. Across there. Xenor did not see the player down below, but Norte gets killed in the mini roll. Dome takes out NSAM trading. The problem is Fishy will take out Dome, and that's the round for TUF White. 9-4. Another day, another round for TUF White to secure the round wins. It's 2 away from the win on this map here. This is the second map, so this is the last one for this matchup for today. There's one more match to show for today, and then not next week, tomorrow, we have 3 more games to cast. Let's go ahead and follow somebody else. So fun, follow Fishy. Pushing, again, heavy catwalk to work for him well last time. We'll try it again this time. They're going to double stack this entrance here. The problem is a lot of sound, a lot of racket. Dome's going to kill the Flebble. Look at another kill. Fishy going very aggressive. Will get the kill to Dome. I don't know how that connected. Xenor get the kill on the Senior Vac in. But looks like NSAM will get the trade on to Fishy. It's actually Stumpy getting the kill on to Xenor as Zap takes out NSAM. Huge plays coming out from AoG. Looks like they're about to secure the round here. It's a 2v1 between Norte and Stumpy and Zap. Norte will get the surprise kill on to Zap. It's a 1v1 between Stumpy and Norte. Norte going for the Kobe. He cooks it wide. It could land. Oh, it's going to be very close. Stumpy trying to rotate out of position from that grenade. Oh, Stumpy spotted that player on the cross. Oh, and Stumpy secures the win against Norte. AoG take the round 5-9. Alright, so 2 rounds away from TUF White securing the win. AoG keeping it alive by not a lot of rounds. They have a very small margin now to win. They now need to win 6 rounds in a row without dropping a single round if they have any chance of guaranteeing a win. TUF have to win just 2 to secure the win. 1 round to get the tie and to bring it to overtime. Good grenade coming out from Norte on the cross towards B. There is a player in range. Will they die to it? The answer is no. Oh, Stumpy's grenade will land on Norte. Good trade there. Mini roll aiming across for Catwalk. He's not going to spot any players just yet. We have actually NSAM long pick across. Has that bolt action equipped. He's going to be dangerous with that one. Xenor back again in the Dome takes out Fishy. Flebbles takes out Dome as they retrade. Zap across for the kills here. Zap just playing it passive. Looking for the smoke to be able to push out into Catwalk. Flebbles going for the gas mask. Trying to sneak the smoke. The problem is that grenade's going to be very deadly, so he's going to have to wait for that one. Flebbles going to push across. Will be undetected still. Waiting for an interesting position to hold from Mineral. Looking for the picks across with that M24. Stumpy gets the kill onto Z. As Flebbles will take out Zap. Lower B. Mineral, nice pick into Flebbles though. Lower B. It's all down to NSAM in a 1v2 clutch attempt. Can NSAM come up big If nobody can do it, it's going to be Ensam coming in for the quick scope against Mini Roll. Sniper for the sniper. Nice pick from Ensam onto Mini Roll. All down to the 1v1. Stumpy versus Ensam. Looks like Stumpy will get the B cap in time. It's now a 1v5 for Ensam versus all of AoG here. Can he come up big? This is going to be a lot of players to kill. Not a lot of time. Will he get the kill onto one? He goes for the shot. Did not. Shoots a little too early there. Gets off of A. The problem is they already have C capped up for security. So he's running out of time. He has to go for this push here. The problem is Ensam goes for the drop. He's going to give away his position there, which will allow for security to get the pre-fire in. Oh, but despite that, Zapatista shooting a little too late. Not sure what Zapatista was doing there. I was surprised to hear a player in that position, even though you heard it coming. He's going to go for the B retake. The problem is he's going to get running out of time here. They have A and B held. He's going to go for the B cap partial, enough to at least keep the chances alive. The problem is they have C primed for security, but they're going to get off the objective because they know Stumpy gets the C cap instead. Taking the back. He's taking fire. Shot at the double. He's taking fire. And Stumpy will get the kill onto Ensam, securing a nice score for AoG versus TUF White, 6-9. Curse is real, yes. That is how it works. Especially if you say it's going to happen, then it'll not happen. It's always how the cookie crumbles. Although this cookie is a delicious one. As we see, 3-round difference now from AoG versus TUF. The TUF are struggling to get traction in against AoG. The AoG really are playing it smart and they're playing it passive in a way that's really just countering the aggression that TUF have had so far. Early on, let's go ahead and follow Norte as you go to the A-cross. Nice pick from Ensam into Zapatista. Across, trying to find an opening somewhere. Not going to find anybody. It looks like AoG are going to go for the peak. Hit Senior Vac here. Has had very little luck on B here from Senior Vac. Not been his game so far. Actually coming in to block on, actually Stumpy on B against Xenor. Senior Vac looking for the angle across. Fishy get the kill into Dome. Senior Vac aiming across there. Senior should get this kill. Oh no, Senior Vac. It looks like either it looks like Senior Vac drops. Oh, maybe I dropped. I don't know what happened there. A bit of a lag spike there. Mini Roll and Stumpy takes out Norte and Z. As Flubbles takes out Mini Roll. Not sure what happened on that drop there. I think my connection took a bit of a tumble, but it did come out on top. And Sam, nice shot into Stumpy. Oh, this is going to be all down to Senior Vac in a 1v3 clutch attempt. Fishy gets the A cap up. Now make it a 5v1 for Senior Vac. Oh, but Ensam, nice pick in Senior Vac, securing match point for TUF White. It is 6-10. Oh no, my bitrate is like sorry for the technical difficulties, everybody. Internet is having a bad time right now. Oh, it's having a very bad time. I can't control that. It's up to the internet provider to have a stable connection right now. I'm just seeing it all red. Oh no. Hopefully we can stay alive for a little longer. I might just have the stream run on long to hope it stabilizes some. Fishy by Zapatista on the cross. Stumpy takes out Xenor as Dome comes up and push across on the side. They will take out Stumpy. Ooh, Senior back there takes out Norte. This is still winnable for TUF. AoG definitely having an advantage of 4-2 at the end of the killing spree there. Oh, Ensam, nice pick attempt. The problem is, he's not going to get that damage through the box there. You need the armor piercing to get through that one, and Dome will get the kill into Ensam. All down to Flubbles in a 1v5. Now his Senior Vac to the big cap up. Kill Mini Roll. It's 4 remaining for Flubbles. But Senior Vac will get the kill onto Flubbles. Alright. Looks like the stream is still going here. For the moment, at least. No promises that continues. Okay. We are back, I think, now fully. AoG, though, able to secure the round win in there fairly well against TUF. Unfortunately, TUF strat just totally bombed. Just as my connection did there for the moment. But, anyways, back into here we see NSAM running the mustard outfit. If I can click on him, there we go. Oh, that wasn't NSAM, it was Flubbles. No, who was that last player? Yeah, Flubbles. He's running the mustard outfit there. Mustard. Dome gets the kill though onto Fishy as NSAM gets the pick on the Zapatista. Dome waiting, staring at walls of nobody. Not sure what he's looking at there for. Not sure what he's doing there. Xeno gets the kill though onto Stumpy, securing Bravo. But the problem is, Xeno back going for the rotation. Currently running 5 and 14. Back have struggling on this map and of this match here. Staying alive. He's held up on B in a 1v1. Norte gets the kill on the Dome. Going for B. Oh no, this is AoG's round. This is not their round, at least. This is definitely TUF's one to win. I think this is going to be basically... Oh, mini roll! Gets taken surprised by Norte. All done to Senior back in a 1v4. Who will secure the win? Is Xeno going to secure the win for TUF White? We'll have to see. Picking White out the last player this round. It's terrible. But anyways. Levels. Aiming across here. We see Senior back going for the push. He's going in big. The problem is he's covering this angle here. Gets the kill on Xenor. Able to survive and get the B-cap started for security. Easy kill for as well onto NSAM going for the B clutch. Senior back taking fire but staying alive. He's getting pushed towards catwalk. This is very dangerous. Playing some very cheeky angles here. The problem is they have A and C held by insurgents. Here comes the push. Senior back could get another kill here. He will get it under Plebbles. They're just running into his gun at this point. Senior back gets the B-cap up, clutching it. The problem is, security has to really play well to win this one. Not impossible. Finally, Senior back time to shine has arrived. He's shining brightly. Norte gets double kill though onto Zap and mini roll. Not a whole lot you can do, and your team dies though if they leave spawn. So sometimes it is what it is. Norte going for the clutch hold, and you will get the kill in the Dome. Only one leaving spawn now. Stumpy, last one alive from spawn on that B clutch. The problem is TUF is locked out most of the map here, holding upper and lower catwalk. Stumpy trying to sneak around the sides here. 20 seconds remaining. Again, it starts to have the advantage. Oh, but Fishy takes out Senior back on the cross outside of B. Oh, he didn't take fire. Who will get the final kill of this round and of this game here? Fishy taking shots. Norte also aiming across. Will it be Fishy secure the win? Yes, it will be. Fishy secures the win for TUF White on the second map here. Both teams will score 1 championship point in this matchup here, and that will be it for the moment. GG's to both teams, of course. TUF White playing a very good second game here, and of course AoG bringing it back on the first game here, and they almost brought it back here. A fairly close one here. 7-11 for the finish on map 2. Well done to both teams and to all the players here. We'll be back in a few minutes with the next matchup, and it will be, I believe, Movement versus... Let's see here. Movement against somebody. Let me see here. Let's see what's going on here. Who is the next matchup happening in just a little bit here? It's going to be SGC Firefighters versus Movement in about 10 minutes. So we will reset for that in that time. So in the meantime, we'll be back in just a few. Well, in about 10 minutes or so. So be back in just a few.